Emaar Oasis is the best investment opportunity right now in Dubai, costing over $20 billion, Emaar's first ever lagoon community. It's definitely raising the standards for ultra high net worth individuals in Dubai. Why is this community so special? This is truly an exclusive community consisting of 3,100 standalone villas and mansions spanning over 100 million square foot. To put it into perspective, Dubai Hills estate spans over 120 million square foot and consists of 33,000 units. Why is Oasis such a good investment? From an investment perspective, if we can align our investment decisions with the future growth of the city as well as where government are spending, then we can always make a soundproof investment choice. What makes the location of Oasis so good? Strategically located towards the south of Dubai, but having seamless connectivity to the north, through 4 major roads. Expo Road will connect you directly to Sheikh Zayed Road. You also have Emirates Road, E611, Al Nahyan Street, D54. In the future, you will have Al Fai Road, which is the extension of Al Khair Road, which will directly connect you to Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road. This is one of the last land parcels left in the bow tie of Dubai. All other plots have mature communities or have been acquired. The reason why this is important is because you are surrounded by world-class golf courses, premium schools, and luxury retail. Currently, Dubai Hills can be considered as the center of Dubai. However, with the growing expansion in the south, this is soon going to change. Oasis will be considered as the new center of Dubai. Let's take a look at what is currently launched. The first launch was in August 23. We had Palmyra, 4 and 5 bedroom standalone villas totaling 265 units. The 4 bedrooms had an average built up area of 6,200 square foot and an average plot size of 8,500 square foot. The 5 bedrooms had an average built up area of 8,300 square foot with a plot size of 9,000. Starting prices was 8.5 million dirhams for the 4 bedrooms, 13 million dirhams for the 5 bedrooms. The second launch was Mirage, April 2024. 5 and 6 bedroom standalone villas totaling 204 units. The 5 bedrooms had an average built up area of 10,225 square foot, average plot size of 11,340 square foot. The 6 bedrooms, we had 11,300 built up area with a 15,600 plot size. Starting price for the 5 bedrooms was 15.8 million. Starting prices for the 6 bedroom was 20.5 million. In September 24, we had the crown jewels of the community, the Levita mansions. 6 and 7 bedroom mansions totaling 43 units. 6 bedrooms had an average built up area of 19,100 square foot and an average plot size of 21,000 square foot. The 7 bedrooms had a 28,000 square foot built up area and a 35,000 square foot plot size. Starting price for the 6 bedroom was 36.6 million. Starting prices for the 7 bedroom mansion was 54.8 million. In March 2025, we had the launch of the branded villas, the address villas, totaling 487 units. Consisted of 4, 5 and 6 bedroom villas. 4 bedroom have an average built up area of 7,287, 9,200 square foot plot size. The 5 bedrooms had a 9,500 square foot built up area and 11,300 square foot plot size. The 6 bedrooms had a 12,900 built up area and a 16,800 plot size. The 4 bedrooms started from 13.2 million, the 5 bedrooms started from 13.9 million, and the 6 bedrooms started from 24.4 million dirhams. Finally, you had an additional cluster release of the branded villas, this time the Palace Villas, 526 units, 4, 5 and 6 bedroom, very similar sizes to the address branded villas and very similar starting prices. When Emaar launched the branded villas, they made a very important announcement. They're going to reduce the amount of villas from 7,100 to 3,100 villas. Why is this important? Because around 1,600 villas have already been launched. In the next phase, they're going to launch around another 400 units, and that is where we're at. We're at 60% launched and due to be sold out. Right now, ultra high net worth individuals who are looking for luxury housing in Dubai are facing a common problem. There is a shortage of luxury housing in Dubai, which is why villa prices have skyrocketed since COVID. If you look at comparable communities and what they have to offer, Jumeirah Golf Estates in the Sundials, Redwood Avenue or Sanctuary Falls, transactions are reaching between 3,500 to 4,500 dirhams square foot for custom villas. Equally, if you look at Jumeirah Islands, in those clusters, transactions are touching again 4,000 to 5,000 dirhams square foot for renovated homes. If you look at even a more accurate comparable in Dubai Hills estate, take for example Golf Place, We are seeing transactions now between 3,000 to 3,800 dirham a square foot. These same villas were purchased directly from Emaar at 1,700 to 1,800 dirham a square foot. Basically, what I'm trying to say is for comparable sizes on the built-up area and the plot sizes, you are paying nothing less than 3,000 to 4,000 dirham a square foot. This is what makes the Oasis such an amazing opportunity. You can get a larger built-up area, larger plot sizes for a fraction of the price. In the upcoming launch of the Oasis, we can enter in at 1,900 to 2,000 dirham a square foot. Given the infrastructure developments, the upcoming schools, and the limited supply, I anticipate nothing less than 50% as a baseline return on your investment. That would mean your villa that you buy at 14 million dirhams would reach 21 million dirhams, giving you a new price per square foot of 2,876. To understand the market performance, let's take a look at the resale transactions in Palmyra to understand how they've appreciated and how liquid they are. Villa 106, it was a 4-bedroom standalone villa, was sold in 23 at 10.25 million dirhams at 1666 dirham a square foot. That villa got sold not once but 2 times, most notably in November 2025. That villa sold at 14.25, just under 2,300 dirham a square foot. Why is that transaction significant? Because it tells us the property sold twice in a span of 2 years, but also the initial buyer would have only paid around 50 to 60% before he sold that property, which giving you a return on equity of around 73%. Villa 35 in Palmyra 1, 4-bedroom standalone villa, initial sale was at 1,500 dirham a square foot. 2 years later, the same property sold at over 1,700 dirham a square foot. Initial price was 8.8, new value of the property was 10.2. Whilst all villas in Palmyra have appreciated, it is important to note that not all have appreciated at the same rate. The reason for this is unit selection within the sub-community is just as important as the investment. After studying the resale market in Oasis, those units that are internally road facing have definitely appreciated at a smaller rate, or if they have a smaller plot size. So you might ask me the question, how can you make the perfect investment in Oasis? I think at the forefront of your decision, you always need to keep in mind the end user who is going to pay you a premium for this property. What are they going to be looking for? They're going to be looking for bigger plot sizes, lagoon views, and potentially even Vastu compliant units, as this widens the end user demographic appeal to certain people. From looking at the transactional data, investors who have prioritized those variables have definitely seen an increase in price of 20% or more. What makes this community irreplaceable is the attention to detail with the amenities. 25% of the community has been designated to open parks and greenery. Given that there are only 3,100 standalone villas spanning across 100 million square foot, 1.5 kilometers of open area and park, they're also going to be delivering retail spaces, sports facilities, swimmable golden beaches, and many, many more. That means each sub-community is going to have their own fitness centers, their own community centers, and their own religious practicing places. Rather than building more houses, they've prioritized plot sizes on each property and made sure that the amenities are for the modern tenant. When you understand the amenities and the recreational spaces delivered by Emaar in this community, you will understand they are not driven by profit. They truly want to bring an amazing experience to the tenants and people living in this community. The amenities in this community will make it stand out against the other legacy communities such as Emirates Living and Arabian Ranches 1. Whilst these are prime locations and absolutely phenomenal houses, unfortunately they lack the amenities that newer communities like the Oasis is going to deliver. Whilst the floor plans for the upcoming launch have not been released, we can reference previous launches to give us an indication of what to expect. Having reviewed these floor plans, I can hands down say these are some of the best floor plans we've currently seen in the market. There's no other developer that can even come close to delivering a floor plan like this. Let's jump in and take a look. Let's start off with the 4-bedroom plus basement. On the first floor, you're greeted with a double heightened entry of 200 square foot, a whopping 1,000 square foot of living and formal dining area. To give you some context, the width of this room is 15 meters. You also have 2 kitchens, a show kitchen and a dirty kitchen totaling 315 square foot. You have a driver's block with private garage access, and the first bedroom is fully ensuite. When you imagine a basement, you think of a dark room, but Emaar have ensured ample amount of lighting by providing a skylight and floor to ceiling windows to allow plenty of natural light and to make the room bright. By introducing floor-to-ceiling windows that open up, we also can ensure ventilation in the room. A very nice introduction was a dumbwaiter in the kitchen, which takes the food from the basement to the first floor and vice versa. You also have a private lift access to the ground in the first floor. Looking at the first floor, you have another lounge and study area, which is around 265 square foot. Very versatile common area, a very versatile space. The master bedroom is offering over 500 square foot, having a width size of 6.7 meters. You also have two other spacious secondary en-suites. Moving on to the 5 bedrooms, we have 2 layouts, one with a basement, one without a basement. Similar to the 4 bedroom with basement, you have almost 5,500 square foot of open area in the plot. On the first floor, you have 4 bedrooms, which are all en suite. The master bedroom is a whopping 1,000 square foot. The bathroom features a his and hers wash basin. In this layout, they've introduced the rooftop terrace, which spans over 860 square foot. It can be used as a 6th bedroom as there is an ensuite. The rooftop terrace could also be used as a cinema room, games room, hosting area as you wish. Moving to the 5 bedroom with basement, this is one of my favorite floor plans in the entire project. I have almost 8,000 square foot of open area in the plot. The family and living dining area spans over 750 square foot. Again, you have 2 kitchens, show kitchen and a dirty kitchen spanning over 300 square foot. You can also see the guest bedroom with the ensuite. In the 5 bedroom layout, the basement is designed to spend majority of your time with your family, given its whopping 1,200 square foot. 3 open areas, 1 in the center and 2 on each side to allow an ample amount of lighting. You also have 2 kitchens in this basement. The key highlights from the first floor are 4 ensuite bedrooms, and your master bedroom is a whopping 1,100 square foot. A nice additional touch was the rooftop lounge in this layout. Outdoor surface area is nearly 800 square foot. The lounge area is 400 square foot with an ensuite bathroom. Again, the same concept. You can convert this into a games room, a cinema room, as you wish. Finally, we have the 6th bedroom with the basement. So you have almost 11,000 square foot open area in the plot. You have formal and dining area over 1,300 square foot. You have the kitchen area, which again is over 300 square foot, and you have your guest ensuite. In the basement, similar to what I've mentioned before, just on a bigger scale, spanning over 1,400 square foot. On the first floor, you have 5 bedrooms all ensuite. The smallest bedroom has a 6-meter width. Similar feature with the rooftop lounge. Again, could be used as a 7th bedroom. The outdoor area is over 1,000 square foot, and your lounge area is around 300 square foot. A common theme following the off-plan market right now is developers prioritizing the built-up area. However, they are compromising on the plot sizes. This is because of increase in land parcels as well as rise in construction costs. In the Oasis, the average FAR ratio is 0.82, whereas competitors are offering FAR ratios of over 1 in their communities. Why is this important? Because you're getting the largest plots with the lowest FAR ratio in the market. If you understand price to value ratios, you can understand why Oasis is one of the, if not the best investment opportunities in Dubai. What do I mean by this? So for the price you're paying, how much value are you receiving? If you consider the floor plans, the concept of the community and the amenities, you cannot go wrong. Another factor is scarcity. There's only 3,100 villas that are going to be built. Majority of the buyers in this community are end users. That means when handovers hit the market, there's going to be a limited supply available for people to buy. This is going to directly increase the price of your property. I always say to my investors, when we're looking at making an investment, we need to understand who the person is that is going to buy this property or rent this property from us. I believe the best investments are those that target a specific end user demographic. If you're looking at comparable sizes in any other community, you're going to be paying a much higher price per square foot. In the Oasis, you have the opportunity to buy directly from the developer at a discounted rate. If we understand the millionaire migration happening in Dubai and the types of people coming here, you'll quickly understand how the Oasis fills a gap in the market. In summary, we have covered the area and the connectivity, the concept and the amenities, the supply and demand factors, but also understanding why the floor plans are so functional in this project. If you're interested in securing a unit in the upcoming launch in the Oasis, please contact me in the details below. Equally, if you're looking for some resale options in the earlier phases, please book a call with me today. Thank you.